Hello, hello, and welcome. Today I am doing a hashtag top 10 then tag. It is hosted by Caryl at Crinkle Path. I was tagged by MJ at my paper journey. And I made a list of my top 10. It was very difficult because I have more than 10, but these are probably the most favorite. And no surprise, my Big Shot die cutting and embossing machine. It's a Sizzix, and I have that here. You've seen it. I have the extended plate on there, and I mostly use the precision base plate. Now it's called the chrome base plate. It does have a mirrored finish, so I use it off camera, but when I'm doing videos I use this one. This is the very first one. So there's that. And I can die cut and emboss with this, and I've had this model since they first came out. Alright, let me put this aside. And second is my cutting dies, and I'll go ahead and just pull out a binder here because I store them in binders. These binders I get at Hobby Lobby. They were, I can't remember how much they are now. I think I'll try to put that in the description, but they're very reasonable. Oops, forgot to turn my phone off. Hang on one sec. Okay. Okay, and it comes with a set of these plastic folders, and I can fit two cutting die sets in one folder. So it works out really well. So this one happens to be labels, all my label dies, and that's how I store them there. So I have this one pretty full, and it looks like I might have room for one more folder. Yeah, I could fit a couple more folders in here. So that's quite a bit. So there's the dies and how I store them. And I have on number 8 binders, and this would be the same binder. Let me grab my stamps. These are my stamps and how I label them, and these are birds, and these are all my bird related stamps, whether it be clear stamps, or these are clear. I try to keep the packaging in case I'm asked what it is and where did you get it. I got the number on there, and I like that everything is uniform. So there's that. That one is a clear stamp, I believe. Should be. It's pretty thin. Yep. And if you keep your packaging, you could put it right on there. And I believe I have a video on that. So there's that. This one is the thicker one, and it still fits in there. I like to stamp them out so I can see size, what it's going to look like if I want to use it. And I just put clear acetate paper on there with double stick tape, and they hold down. If they don't, you can put a tacky removable tape runner. that works out really well. Because over time, some of these, they lose their stickiness. So there's that. So there's all my cute little birds. I love these birds. I was actually pulled this out because I was looking for a bird stamp, and it's right here that I wanted to use. I have a close to my heart, a coordinating die set to go with that. So I'm going to leave this one out because I was looking for it. So I usually do that. If there is a die set that coordinates with this, I will notate that on there so I can look for it, because you can stamp it and then cut it out. Those are really cool. So I'm going to leave that one out. So those are all my bird related. So that's my, where was I? Oh, cutting dies. Okay. Alright, so the next one, embossing folders. These are just some of my embossing folders. I try to put them, and I've been rummaging through, so I try to put them like in height wise or whatever. So, but there's a lot of them that are numbered, where when I have my shop open, I have like kits, like embossed bags, all kinds of things that I emboss, and I have to keep track of which one that I use. So I started numbering them and putting who it was. So as soon as I get a new die, like this one is Spellbinders, and I really love that they put their name on there and the number. And before I get rid of the packaging, I put what it is, 3D circle illusion. And then once I learn how it goes through the machine, I also put a label on the back, number 1 and number 2 shim only, because this is a 3D. Rather than me trying to keep going through and figuring out every time I want to use it, I can quickly grab it, see what the setup is, and then go for it. So these are all my 3D Spellbinders in the back here. Excuse me. And this is just one basket, and I have them in a one of those rolling carts that I got at Michael's. So yeah, so there's that. Let's see, embossing folders, Scotch permanent glue stick, and everybody knows that's my favorite. I really miss Joann's because they always had it in stock, and I would go in and buy them out. I hate to say it, but I did. And I would use a coupon, so. Alright, my Fiskars trimmer, sorry. And that's this here. I don't know if you can get this anymore because I tried to look online to see what it's called. I don't see a name, but it's the larger one, and you can fold it in half. So, and it just goes across. It works very well. I do have to clean it every once in a while if I'm, and it will cut through chipboard if I'm not careful and I cut things that are glued and still wet. You can clean this here, but wear protective gloves and only use like a tool or something to hang on, and I use alcohol wipe and go down through there. So see, I've got some gummed up stuff there. It's due to be cleaned. I heard, I can't remember who said it, that there's a lifetime on this, but I don't know where my receipt is. I've had it for a very long time. I got it at Michael's and it was 50% off. So there's my trimmer. Okay, tweezers. Probably all the little things are in here. These are my tweezers. I did find these. I've had these a long time on Amazon, and I'll try to put them in the description, the number. They come in like a 2-pack, but they're really long-handed and I really like them. Stamp and die storage. I forgot to pull that out. I was getting the Avery, and I was just notified by a watcher of my channel that they went out of business, and that makes me very sad because I really love these, but she asked if I could find something that was similar or to the same size, and I did go on Amazon and find them. I have not used them yet. I will order them and try them out. So I'll put those links in the description as well. These are the large that I mostly use for my stamps and dies. For the larger stamp sets and die sets, I use the extra large. So I'll put those in the description. So there's that. And then my binders, I've already shared that. These black binders I get from Hobby Lobby. I think they're like $8 or $9. My stamping platform. I've had it a really long time. When they first came out, my daughter Heather got it for me, and I love it. It's well loved. It does need to be cleaned. I do use the sticky grid paper. I will try that, put that in the description as well. If you use this, with most things you would not need the magnets. So there's that. You can do rubber stamps or flip it around and do the clear stamps. But I have many videos on stamping how-to, die cutting how-to, embossing. So there's that. Then my scoreboard. I just have the, and this may have been gifted to me, I can't remember, the Martha Stewart one, and I like it. It works for me. It has a this didn't come with it, but I use this. It works for me. So, and I like it. I like the size because it will hold a 12 by 12. So scoreboard, my titanium non-stick scissors. They're Westcott, and I don't know if I got these at Joann's, Hobby Lobby, or Michael's. I'm not sure, but I'll try to put a link for those. I love them because I use them for cutting like tape or whatever. Pokey tools. This one I got at Dollar General. It should have a protective thing on there. I think I have another one that I got, yeah, recently. And this one here I got first off from the get-go when they first started having them in the store. This one is really, really thin. Like it'll go through tiny little holes. The one I got recently, it's thicker, the point, and it doesn't go through the dies like if you're poking out. Let me just get something here that's really tiny. Okay, this one here. I always have to poke the little top of the hole out. This one gets in there. This one kind of does. I mean, it will get it out, but it, you know, for delicate dies, I like this one. So I don't know if they changed them or not, but this tip is thicker. This one will work as well, but I really like the first one that I got, this one here, because it'll go right through there. I like it. So, and then I have, I think I'm adding on for pokey tools. This one you can use for a pokey tool. I think they call it a stylus. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. Let me see what I have to show. Here we go. This set here, I was just cutting out scraps of paper and making them into tags. So you can use this stylus because this here will pierce, and this, a hole in your paper. Like say you cut something out and you just want to poke that out or get it out of there, that one won't work, and this one here. But there are dies that it will work, like for instance these little hearts are hard to get out without distorting them. So what you can do is just use a stylus and just poke it just so gently. I would use the larger end, or you could use that end, and that would work. So I do use this a lot when die cutting, trying to get little bits out without, you know, distorting them. So there you go. So that's that. I love this little set. I think that's it for the tools. Now I have to tag 10 people, and I did type it up. So I am tagging, and these are in no order. I have 11 people. I think I'm supposed to tag 10. Angela at Dogwood Paper Arts, Tammy Van Antwerp, Caryl, Free Spirit Arts, Caroline on the Hillside, Rhoda Burks, Jolene, A Jewel Design, Sharon Kinsley, Anny, My Creative Detour, Anne at Curious Moon Design, Lori, Positive Thanks Living, and Sheree, I think it's Sheree. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really sure. I think it's Sheree, Turquoise Dreaming. So there we have it. 11 people. And I will put this in the links. And I understand if you've been tagged before, or if you don't want to do it, I totally get it. But, you know, there you have it. So there's my top 10. And thank you, MJ, for tagging me. And there's my list. All right. Probably a lot of them are not. No surprise. All right. Hope you had a great Sunday. Take good care. Bye.